Hi, my name's Bernard Sheridan. I'd like to welcome you back to Par Breakers Golf Academy and the series that we are doing on PGA Tour professionals and looking at their swings. Today we're looking at Ricky Fowler. This swing was taken at the Scottish Open 2015 iron shot here. And there's a few things that I want you to notice. First is, of course, everything is square. He's already started back. Shoulders are slightly closed. But here's what I want you to notice. As he continues to move that club away, okay, that club is very much out in front of his hands. So you've heard us talk about this before, and a good way to look at that is that right wrist is not breaking down and moving behind him, okay? And the left wrist is actually beginning to hinge. And what that will do is that will get the shaft out in front of the player, okay? And the club head will stay out ahead of their hands. This is a good position to get in, folks, by the time you are in this position. And we'll see how that left hand now just hinges basically straight up and gets the club right on plane. As his shoulders continue to turn and his arms rise. Now, at the top, what I want you to notice is he's not quite at the top yet. There's the top right there. At the top, what I want you to notice is the first move is a full rotation of core starting down, which is going to pull the arms with it, okay? And that hinge of that left wrist, which is creating lag, is still consistent. Now, by the time Ricky gets his left arm parallel to the ground, his hips are square and his shoulders are just about 45 degrees to the target, maybe even a little bit more, probably about 55 degrees turned against the target. And now as those shoulders begin to square coming into impact, what we're seeing is those hips are now somewhere around 45 degrees open. And there is impact. So this is where a tremendous amount of power is being exerted through the rotation of the torso. Now the arms will release. So here's what happens. We see the hips have stopped and the arms now release through and down the line. Great position. Now, as the arms, once the arms fully extend and the release is fully done, now the head starts to follow the body so that the transfer of weight can move fully to the front foot at finish and the shoulder can get to the target. So these are a few things that we want to think about, or pointers that we can use to help us. So let's just do a quick summary of that, all right? As you take the club away, that shaft wants to point at the target line. Let's clear all this and let's draw a quick little target line here. That shaft wants to point at the target line, okay? Now, as you begin to hinge to the top, let that left hand do the hinging, not the right, as shoulders turn. Once you're at the top, you want to feel the entire torso start to rotate down and towards the target. And that will help the kinetic sequence of the lower body beginning and the upper body unwinding. Okay? If you feel like your lower body is starting the downswing, it will get out of sync. Let me repeat that. If you feel like your lower body or your hips are starting the downswing, your upper and lower body will get out of sync. That will lead to pulls and pushes. I want you to feel like both your sternum and your hips, okay, both of them are moving together at the same time. And we can see that little zipper of Ricky's turning as his hips turn. Okay? That's how we sync it all up, folks. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your comments. And any way that we can help you, just let us know. And as always, I'm Bernard Sheridan from Par Breakers Golf Academy. Don't forget about our weekly iTunes podcast, Breaking Par with Bernard Sheridan. New interviews every week with great, great folks in the business. Okay? And until we meet again, do your best to keep it in the short grass. Take care.